Hello there, hope you're all well. Welcome to my channel and welcome to No Man's Sky. This will be a short video and I'm just going to show you what I do with broken ships, that is ships that you find on the planet's surface. So when you find a ship on the planet's surface, it's generally broken and it costs a fair amount to get it in working order. It's a lot more beneficial and a lot more you get a lot more from actually breaking it down on a space station. Unless it's an S-class ship and it's way better than what you've got. Even if you've got the beginning ship, the ship that you start at the beginning, sometimes it's more beneficial to break it down in the space station, but you'll have to judge that when you get it. So if you find a C-class, break it down. If you find a B-class, break it down. If you find an A or an S-class, then, you know, if it's a ship you really want, if you like the look of it, then, you know, keep it and repair it and make it your own. It's up to you. This is just what I do. So there's my beautiful ship, the Redemption. I don't think I'm ever going to change that ship. I just like it so much. I think I'll show it every single video, you know, but what can I do? So on the other side, I had 6 altogether broken ships that I'd found. I've got 3 left, so one of them will show you how I break it down. So when you find a ship, it's in this condition normally. Let's pick this one. So everything needs to be fixed, and everything needs a certain amount of components that need fixing. And it's generally, especially in the early days of the game, it's generally expensive. That needs activated copper, for God's sake. You'll never get that at the beginning of the game. So it's better to break something like this down, and that's what I'm going to show you how I do it. So if you have a freighter, and you do get that fairly early on, when you first go on the quest lines, you'll come across a freighter that's been attacked in space by pirates, and you'll get a request for assistance. So sometimes you have 4 pirates, sometimes you have 8, it all depends. But you basically take the pirates out in space, and just be careful, because the ships that have the pink and red trails are the pirates, the ones that have the blue trails are assisting you. So don't shoot the wrong one. If they're swarming around the freighter they're attacking, then just wait till they come out of range. The freighter won't get destroyed, so it doesn't matter how long it takes. You can just wait until it's out of range and then destroy it. And you'll get a message to enter the freighter. You land in the freighter, go to the captain, and he'll offer you the freighter for free. After that, every 5 warps you'll get another encounter, and you may be offered a better freighter, or you may be offered a worse freighter. This was the first freighter I got. It was an A-class, and it suited my purposes at the moment. I wanted an S-class, but it really doesn't matter. An S-class has a few more slots available, and its hyper range goes further, but that's the only difference. I did want another colour. I wanted black and orange, but hey, what can I do? So, going back to what I was saying, when you find a broken ship, don't fix it. Climb into it when you're on the planet's surface, and when you go down, it'll have maybe 1 or 2 components that you can break down. I've already done it in this time, but this one had a thruster. And break it down and take the components out of the ship, and then get out of the ship when you're still on the planet. And it's yours, it's claimed as yours, so no one will be able to claim it. And just leave the planet, just leave the ship down there. The next time you reload in, if you go onto your freighter, the ship will be automatically parked on your freighter like these ones are here. I didn't fly these in here. They miraculously teleported themselves in here in your own freighter, and they belong to you. So I'm going to show you now what I do. So climb into it and make it your priority ship. Actually, I'll do it with another ship because I've been climbing in and out of this one. Let's do it with this Explorer. So climb in and it will say primary ship switched. So this is now your primary ship. Then I'm going to make a big run through my freighter. Upstairs. Whee! Bounce on the walls, round. I made a little addition in here. If you don't know what these rooms are, then I don't want to go into too much detail, but when you have a freighter, you have frigates, and you send the frigates out on missions, and this room controls one of 5 of the missions that you can send out. And I've got some out already, that's why they're blue. When they're finished their job and they come back to you, they're green, and then you can take their goodies until that point. So I had to get one out of this room, and I put the exocraft summoner in here. So when you're on a planet and the freighter's in the sky above the planet, you can call down one of your vehicles to the planet's surface without having to build a stand for it, if you know what I mean. Anyway, going through. If I do ever get a new freighter, I'm going to redo all this so it's wider as opposed to longer, because it's a lot of running through all the time. That was my mistake. Right, so go into your teleport in your freighter, go to space stations, and go to any space station, but I'm going to go to the one that's in my system at the moment. They never used to have teleports in freighters, you couldn't have one. I don't know what update they introduced them, but it's a very welcome addition. Unfortunately, you can't teleport to your freighter, just like you can't teleport to the anomaly if you've got that far in your game. Because the freighter and the anomaly are not in a fixed place, you can port them anywhere, but you can teleport from them to a fixed place, either on your base or someone else's base or a mine that you created or whatever it happens to be. So if you remember, I climbed into the ship, into the Explorer, and made it my primary ship. So that is linked to me now. I'm porting to the space station. They should be in the space station when we go in. Why was I so high then? Head was hitting the ceiling. So if we go and look, there it is. Funny enough, it's not buzzing like it's broken. It's weird. But it hasn't repaired itself, it's still all broken inside. Unless it's above here, there is, yeah. But you don't get the burning animation and the fizzing in the fire in the space station. Never noticed that before, to be honest. Right, so now we go to the unit breaks down the ship in the space station. And that is this thing over here that shows a wide graphic of the ship that is currently your primary ship. You have to make sure that there's enough space in your inventory before you do this, otherwise it won't break down. So log into it and your ship will breaks out into its components, and you have options here: upgrading a ship, claiming it's a scrap, that's breaking it down, and where to find upgrades. So we want to claim the ship and break it down. So I will get 1,400,000 units for breaking this particular ship down. Okay. But as well as that, you also get lots of goodies. You get goodies you can sell, you get modules for your ship, and some random commodity, which in my case I got activated idiom. But these you would sell. Sometimes you get items that are over 1 million. And there's the 2 modules. If I don't get an S-class module, I generally sell it. Oh, that bulkcaster module. Oh, by the way, I got a new multi-tool. That one's quite rare apparently. It's got the green plasma. Oh, it's got the green plasma on it there, animated. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that one. So bulk cast, I can't fit another module in there, so I'm going to leave that as it is. So then we go over to this guy. Yeah. Go to purchase upgrades and sell. And get 300 nanites for the A class, 130 for the B class. Get some nanites there. And you'll see that my hauler ship has now appeared there, and you should see it's here, so it's been replaced, so it comes automatically, you don't have to call it or anything. Go over here and sell my bits, and that's what I do with broken ships. So as I say, I only really do this with C and B ships. I do them with A class ships as well. S class ships, I'm not going to replace my own ship, which is an S class, so I would do it with an S class as well. But if you're beginning the game and you're lucky enough to find an S class ship, then always replace it with the ship that you have if it's under an S class, because we know it'll be worthwhile. So I'm just going to sell those bits now that just broke down in the ship. Making sure not to sell anything I actually want. I think it was just S4, wasn't it? Yeah. And yeah, that's it. So I'm going to do another video maybe today or tomorrow and show you the progress on my base. I've done quite a bit down there, and I'll show you where I am and what more I'm going to do to it. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, have a good day, and see you soon. Bye bye.